Okay, as promised, we're going to do this next problem using integration by parts. Not everything obviously requires integration by parts. This one does because there's no way you're going to be able to do this with substitution. So, like if you let u be 6x, du is going to be 6dx. That doesn't take care of this. So it is a product. It doesn't have to be a product, but we're going to use parts. It works well with products. I'm going to bring down my formula. The integral of u dv equals uv minus the integral of v du. So we're going to figure out, first of all, what we should select for u and what we should select for dv. So u or dv, we want to make the most complicated part of the integral that is integrable. E to the x is complicated compared to 5x minus 4. So we're going to let dv be e to the 6x. Now you always have to include the dx with your dv because we're going to be integrating both sides. We need both of them. So what's left over is this simple linear function. That's going to be our u. Now for u, always take the derivative as you always did. That means du is 5 dx. dv, you have to integrate to get v. And the integral of e to the 6x is 1/6 e to the 6x plus c. We'll take care of that at the end. So now, by formula, we have u dv. So this formula tells us exactly what our answer is going to be. Our answer is going to be u v. So u v time, or minus the integral of v. I'm going to put my constant out here times du, which is 5 dx. Again, I'm going to put my constant out here. So that's a 5/6 right there. Can we integrate e to the 6x? The answer is absolutely. We already did it up here. So we're good. Now you integrate. E to the 6x is 1/6 e to the 6x. Add your plus c. You could factor out a e to the 6x over 36 to make this look a little nicer. That's up to you, really. The quizzes you're going to have are multiple choice, so if they did simplify them, you'll be able to figure that out. So remember, the one way to check integrals too, other than wolfram alpha, well, yeah, you know what? You can type it on your calculator and then make up your limits. You know how to do that. Let's check wolfram alpha. See if wolfram alpha can do integration by parts. I bet that it can. So I'm going to write integrate. Of x minus 4 times e to the 6x. Careful, there's a lot of parentheses I'm using there, so let's make sure they interpreted it right. They did. And the answer is 1/6. I lost it. The answer is 1/6 times the quantity 30x minus 29. So wolfram alpha did simplify it. I'm looking for other forms. Here are other forms down here. So if you want to check your answer and you didn't simplify it, these other forms should work out a little better for you. I'm looking at, I guess, this form right here. If we factor out an e to the 6x, would we have 5x over 6? Yes. And now here's where you're going to have to be careful with wolfram alpha. By the way, that 4 over 6 is going to be lumped together with the constant and more or less disappear. The 29, though, is getting in my way right here. I'm going to have to think about that more. I want you to look at it and think about it. Is this correct with this answer? I don't want to have this video go too long, so you figure it out and then check the next video and we'll talk about it.